Let's talk to Alp Mehmet, Chair of Migration Watch UK. Good morning to you, Alp. I mean, are you shocked by the
Morning,
figures?
Julia.
Are you shocked by the figures? I mean, have we just stopped being shocked by these sorts of figures now?
We shouldn't be, because the consequences are so serious that really we ought to be extremely worried. The 685,000 figure, how long will it be before that goes up in the way that the previous
Yeah.
one did? Do you know that in the course of this parliament, we have had 2 million people added to our population?
Yeah.
That's barely 5 years,
Yeah.
less than 5 years, in fact. 4 million people have come in to stay long term. That is absolutely
Yeah.
scandalous, frankly, that it's happened. We were lied to,
Yeah.
frankly.
Well,
We were
we were
told that
told
it would come down.
tens of thousands in 2010. I know we were on about 50,000 different prime minister since then, but we were very clear, weren't we, in every election in 2016 Brexit, taking back control, because this is the astonishing thing. They haven't got control of the borders for illegal migrants, and also the huge number of people who come here legally and then overstay their visas because they don't bother checking up on these people who are deporting them. But these are people who've come here legally. These are people they've handed visas to. And now the government's saying we need to take control of this. You've had control of this all this time.
Well, that's exactly it. What they did was effectively give control and authority to the universities, to employers, to bring in who they wanted, as many as they wanted. Yeah. That is an absolute disgrace. Heading at 600,000, less than what we've got now, annual net migration, we're looking at 20 million more people added to our population by 2046.
Yeah.
That is something that we should all be really concerned about. How do we house them? How do we provide the amenities? How do we integrate them? Yeah. We can't. Frankly, all it's going to do is add more and more tension, stress,
well, exactly. I mean,
and problems to our society.
The economic side is very different from the cultural side, but they're both equally of a concern to the British people, who everyone just shouts bigot at for raising these concerns, but they are legitimate concerns. We haven't built any more reservoirs, we've not built any more power stations, we've not built any more roads, no more extra public transport, no, certainly not enough housing, even, touch the sides of this, not enough new schools, not enough hospitals, GP appointments, trained enough people. I mean, we've not got the infrastructure to enable us to have more of these people. We've already started off before this point as one of the most overcrowded countries in the world. And then you add in the cultural issues, which is that, are these people, do they share values? Do they share language? Are they able to integrate, assimilate and the like? And the answer we've seen pretty much across the board has been no.
Well, that's exactly it. Something that I hear more and more going around the country is the extent to which, let me put it this way. If any Indigenous woman in this country now were to give birth to someone today, by the time they get to their 40s, that bit of the population, the indigenous native bit of the population, will be a minority. Mm-hmm. That is something that people are concerned about. Now, if people were to come in and assimilate and become a part of this society, great. I'd like to believe that's what I did. The fact is, that is not what's happening. Yeah. And that is going to bring more and more problems.
Absolutely. And again, at the very least, it may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing, but let's at least have a conversation about it and ask the voters. And when the voters give you an answer, accept that answer and act on it, which is basically the opposite of what has happened. I have to say, I don't hold much hope out for Labour, given they've got pretty much an open borders policy for dealing with this issue. Alp Mehmet, no doubt talk to you about this again many more times, Chairman of Migration Watch UK. Thank you so much for joining us.